Hi, pardon me. Hi, this is Gypsy Maggie Rose. I'm here today to give you a quick look at your tarot card for today, and we're going to start with Capricorn. Now, what's happening around Capricorn at this time is there are a few opportunities coming through, and this is your card, the card of opportunities. It's like, yes, some things are being offered, they're open to you. What you need to do is have a look at all possibilities, have a look at everything that's in front of you. Sometimes it is best to go for the known, but at this time you need to look into what's hidden, the unknown. Okay, good on ya. Now, Aquarius, the card for Aquarius today is the Emperor. This is about taking charge. It's about finding who you are. It's about following your own path. For Aquarians, now is the time to stand your ground and go, yeah, this is where I need to be. This is what's working for me. Pisces, let's have a look at what the Piscean world's got to give for us. Piscean is about the past. It's about walking away from things. It's about letting go of stuff you've got no control over and that you can't do anything about. It's like, yes, there's been some emotional hassles in the past. Yes, basically there's been some crap happening, but basically you're bigger than it. Walk away, move on. And for Aries, yes, for Aries, it's all about the cash flow. It's all about balancing the cash flow. It's, yes, the possibilities are there and the opportunities are there very, very strongly. But it's all about you bringing it into balance. It's all about you looking at what works for you and how you need to make it work. Okay, Taurus, what are you guys up to this week? Okay, Taurus is the Sun. Now, the Sun for Taurus at this stage is very, very strong. It's very, very powerful. It's a good time for new beginnings, for starting things, for moving on, for starting over, for new birth. Whether that new birth is the new birth of a business, the new birth of an idea, or for some, a child. Taurus, and we go from Taurus to Gemini. Let's see what Gemini has coming up. Again, for Gemini, we're brought to the Sun, so that whole Taurus-Gemini thing is working in the same balance. For many Geminis now, though, it's time to face a few realities and a few home truths and basically get on with new beginnings. Open the door to see what is really there for you. Many Geminis actually are their own worst enemies at this time. They short-circuit things. Don't. This is a time of new beginnings. Open the door to joy. And basically it's time for Gems to have some fun. Now next we have to have a look at Cancer. See where Cancer's going. Whoops, days. As usual, Cancers are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. It's the Chariot. You've got to make decisions and you've got to make choices. Doesn't mean you've got to be happy about them, darling. You've just got to go with it and say, yep, this is where I'm going. You can no longer sit on the fence. You've got to move forward. Okay, from Cancer we go to Leo. It was a very strong Leo moon, so Leos are going to be very heavily affected by their emotions and what's going on around them at the moment. So for the Leo, we come up with the Knight of Cups, which is all emotion. It's all about taking control of emotional situations, about dealing with emotions, moving on and going, yeah, I can do this, because yeah, you can. So this is where you are right now. It's about taking control. It's about looking at the whole picture and then moving beyond that. Leo, Virgo. Virgos. What are virgins of the universe doing? Yes. Virgin of the universe is death. Okay, I know some people freak when we do the whole death card. No cause for alarm, darlings. This is the end of a cycle. And we have to have endings so that we can have new beginnings, so we can have starting over. And that's precisely what's going on here. It's some things are coming to an end, so some things can start over and happen all over again. So just look to the new stuff, the new things that are in the horizon. But it's also about dealing with grief. Grief of loss. In all ways, grief isn't just about losing a loved one. It can be about relationship. It can be about losing a position, it's letting go. And Leos tend to hang on for dear life to their stuff. But it's time to move on and go with the flow, darling. From Leo. That wasn't Leo, I beg your pardon. That was our virgins of the universe, who also tend to be very pragmatic about their stuff and their spaces and not really ready for change. Librans. For Libra we have the world. For Libra we have the world. So it's right now the world can be your oyster. You have to make the choices about which direction to go in. A connection with the Leo is very strong. That's also that the effect of the Leo full moon is still working around you, still very strongly connected. But also you can be very pig-headed, so it's time to let go of a few things and open the doors for a new world. Remember, nothing can move forward. You can't go out and make any new arrangements, meet new people until you get out that front door. It's time for people to go through their front doors. Scorpio, let's see what the world brings for Scorpio. Just give them a little shuffle. Scorpios tend to be shaken but not stirred very often, so we'll just shuffle gently. They're a little fragile around the edges at the moment, and that's okay. For Scorpio we have the Magician. The Magician tells us that we have the tools and we have everything in our hands to go forward. However, for some Scorpios at the moment, there is a lot of indecision, a lot of concern, and a lot about, oh my God, where am I going? Well, oh my God, it's time to look at what you have. It's time to take a roll call on your skills and what you have available to you, and to, basically get on to accepting what you can do and who you are and being great at what you do. It's time for you to give yourself a little pat on the back and go, yeah, these are my abilities, this is what I can do. It's about self-acceptance. And last but not least, but very special in the zodiac area, we have the Sagittarian. Oh dear. For Sag, we have the Hanged Man. Now the Hanged Man, that's not quite as dramatic as one would think. What's to do with the Hanged Man? It's about getting back into the dance of life. It's about, look, you've hung around, you've been static, things have been crap basically for long enough. Time to get off your butt and do something about it. It's like there's a whole world waiting. It's like it's now time for Sagittarius to bite the bullet, face reality, and basically get out there and have a life. This is time for you to move on, darling, so just do it. So therein for this day lies the tarot cards for your sign. Thank you, and blessed be. I'll catch up with you. Be sure to catch me on www.gypsymaggierose.com. BB.